Second season begins. I mean, you've been through a few of these in different formats and formulas. Your thoughts on it? It's change a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, you get really excited about the postseason. I mean, I've been in a lot of teams, a lot of leagues. Sometimes you don't make postseason play. So happy to be here. Happy to play this game, and everybody in the Pac-12 was playing a one-game season.
Is it kind of a chance to start new? I mean, you go through with Nia coming back from a knee injury, now she's sick. Obviously, AJ with the broken thumb, get a chance to just kind of get a fresh feeling here.
Yeah, well, everybody has had things happen to them during the season. We've had our share of injuries. We've had a share of disappointing losses and some nice, exciting wins. So, I mean, that's all kind of like, you know, backdoor now. It's all, what are you going to do in the game? And it comes down to a one-game reality, and we're going to be playing our best and go from there.
Do you expect to have
Gee, she was with the doctors today, being diagnosed for some form of chest inflammation, and I don't know if they came to a conclusion exactly what it is, but
affects her breathing.
Yeah, so, I mean, she's been unable to practice or play for about 9 days now. And she played 1 minute and 40 seconds in the Colorado game, and it took me 1 minute and 40 seconds to get her out of the game. So she actually didn't play. So, I mean, I'll know more today at practice,
The challenge of that.
Yeah, it's a hard challenge, but I mean, to their credit, Lexi Peterson and Laura Stanulis have played good basketball. Not like, oh my gosh, we're in trouble with the one. No, they've stepped up and they're playing about as well as they can and holding their own. Obviously, they don't have the experience of Nia Jackson or the explosive speed when she's really healthy.
Looks like, though, looking at the turnover numbers, at least they weren't making a ton of mistakes.
No, and Lexi in particular. I mean, Lexi, 6 weeks ago when we turned it to point guard, I mean, she had good speed, but she would turn the ball over, more than not. But now she's really settled in. She's a comfortable point guard. I mean, I wish she had 20 games under her belt like that rather than a handful.
How are you just feeling, just going into it?
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I always, get more alive. I mean, I'm more perked up for playoffs than I am, game 16 or game 22, whatever they were. I think we won 16 and 22, but I'm always more excited about that because I realize, this is the sport that we're in. This is like a one-game reality, and it's not like, well, let's try this, or next game we'll do something else. I mean, you have one game, and then if you win, you have another game.
What about just the challenge of making a run? Obviously you win the first one, then you would get Stanford again.
Yeah, I want to make a run by winning the first game, and then the fact that it's Stanford, we could probably talk about that after the game if we win it. But I mean, the fact that you can play another game is good. Who it is, so what?
How do you feel about the matchup with Washington, though?
Well, we're pretty close. I mean, as far as abilities and deficiencies and all the like. So, I mean, both games were right at the wire. Had the advantage, I guess, to win at home. They had the advantage of winning in their home court. So on paper, it's a dead even game going to the last, 30 seconds. But, we'll see. I mean, if you're going to pick a team that you think you're dead even with. Yeah, and then it depends on how well you play. Yeah.
I think we're sold. I think we're sold.
Yeah. Good. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
I'll keep getting better. I think it was something viral, a virus or something, but I think it was bronchitis, basically. So I had a really bad cough, and I had a fever, and kind of like flu and cold-like symptoms.
So you're over it now, it's more like just a recovery?
Yeah.
Getting fluids?
And on a daily basis I'll be getting better. So
no question you're gonna play then?
Yeah, I'll play, definitely.
You've been through a few of these conference tournaments, playing in the morning, first game there.
What's it like playing in Galen Center where there's not a whole lot of people there, especially for that first game?
I would just say it's just like any other game. You know, we have the same plan to go out and play hard and try to get the win. But we're approaching like any other game. We know that we have to win the game, obviously, because it's not like a regular conference game where you can keep playing. We're just approaching this game a lot more with a sense of urgency and intensity because we know we need to win.
One game at a time. Washington's a team that you guys, 8, 9 seed. I mean, you can't be much closer. In talent and what you guys have. Just to kind of scout them a little bit. You've seen them twice.
The second time we played them, we didn't have a very good shooting night at all, and we still only lost by 3 points. I think it was a really close game. So I think we're going to play much better this time around. We're going to try to get more stops. We weren't able to stop their point guard too much in that game, and we allowed Regina Rogers also to get a lot of post feeds and shots in the post. So if we do a pretty good job at, slowing those two down, I think we'll have a good chance of winning the game.
You guys that have been around, the importance of the one and done at this point in time of the year. I mean, how do you kind of bring along the young girls who, they've done it in high school maybe, but it's a different level now to.
Yeah, it's definitely a different level. What as seniors have been telling them is that, these are our last games with you, so we want you to just try to give it your all, because they know I know they respect us and they appreciate us a lot. So we're just telling them that, the main thing you can do for us as seniors is just to go out there and play as hard as you can and get after it, so that we can keep playing with them. We have to end our season too early.
What was that 2 minutes that you tried to play last week like? I mean, what did it feel like out on the court?
I felt like I was dying. Oh my God, every time, because the air, the elevation and all of that. And so with bronchitis, I was having troubles breathing. I was just coughing nonstop. Like even in the warm-ups, I kind of knew that I probably shouldn't be playing because I couldn't really breathe and I had to stop every couple of runs, couple of steps. So it was pretty bad.
The fact that you're playing Washington, I mean, does that make it different for you or interesting for you? I mean, what's the extent of your relationship with Regina at this point, if anything?
We're okay. I mean, we're cool.
Do you stay in touch a lot, or?
No, I heard she was saying that we were like best friends and talked all the time, but no, I maybe have talked to her once or twice in the past couple of years. I mean, we're cool though. Like,
sure.
We're a cordial hi-bye type thing and how each other are doing. But it's definitely personal, obviously, because, we're high school teammates, and I'm also was teammates with Charmaine Barlow, too. So it's going to be great to play against him. I'm really hoping that we can win. I don't want to lose to them. In Seattle, UW, even though I'm from there, but I'm not a big Husky fan, so.
Really?
No, not at all. Not at all, so.
Just looking at the box score, it looked like Laura and Lexi at least minimized mistakes to some extent, not a lot of turnovers for them. How do you feel like they handled things with you?
I think the first game for sure they did very well without me, and even the second game. I think the second game was more of a team thing. I think we just didn't play smart at all, and we got beat in a lot of different areas. But I think they did a pretty good job at the point guard position. They pushed the ball pretty good and all of that. But I could definitely see that they missed me out there, and it was sad not to be able to contribute as much as I wanted to.
We've talked before about just kind of your importance to the team and kind of what happens when you're not on the court. I mean,
yeah, I guess other people see that more than I do, but
when you're on the bench, clearly it sounds like you can tell.
Yeah, I definitely can tell, and I can see a lot more of what's going on and what needs to be done, because the point guards are very, very important as far as like directing people, and I thought like in that Utah game it was a lot of confusion and yeah, so.
I can just see after that, seeing how much they missed you, the fact that it could be your last game, the Washington tie.
Yeah.
What would it have to take for you to not play?
Not play?
Considering you're still not. I mean, it sounds like you don't.
If
feel
I
100% yet.
no, I don't. No, I don't. But if I just start to get worse again, I guess. If I start to feel like I felt Thursday or Wednesday night, then I don't think I'll be playing because I couldn't breathe.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you've been feeling basically better.
Yeah, they put me on some antibiotics, and it's been making me feel better every day. And those pills will continue on for a week, so I should continue to get better, is what the doctor's saying.
He did the
Thank you.
sports writer.
Yep, there it is. Done.